So we made it to Savannah. This is the room that I'm staying in. I don't know why my mother like did this bed up so much. Like, I don't need all this fanciness. This lighting makes me look like super yellow. It's like I've been in Savannah for the last couple of days. Since Monday. It's Friday now. And I just came here to like kind of clear my head and just kind of rethink a lot of things and like kind of just figure out what I wanted to do with the rest of my life. Like after being here a couple of days, I've decided that I think I'm just gonna stay. So I put in motion kind of getting my car shipped here. And I also put in my resignation for work. So today is Friday the 13th. And I think that that's kind of why my brain just started like figuring out things like quickly. Like I've been thinking about it for the last couple of days. I've been stressing about like what I want to do, if I want to move to California, if I want to move to another state, if I want to stay in Seattle, if I want to move to Atlanta. And what just makes the most sense right now is to just kind of maybe come back home here to my mom's house. She has a lot of extra bedrooms, and so I've been staying in the downstairs room that I showed you guys with the bathroom, and it just makes sense to just kind of just like pay rent here for a couple of days, or not a couple of days, for a couple of months, maybe like a month or two, while I like figure out what I want to do. And so I thought about driving my car here from Seattle, but then I was just thinking about the fact that my car just broke down and I need to kind of consider that it could happen again while I'm driving here. And that's like, it's 2,900 and something miles from Washington State back to Georgia. So it didn't make sense to drive it. So I'm paying to get it shipped, which is $1,400 to ship it, which is fine because I know that it's gonna get here safely without any issues.
Like this is too. And when we French, we fresh, give me too. When I bite that lip, come get me too. You want lipstick, lip gloss, he's super. We're so young, boy, we ain't got nothing to do. Oh, oh, baby, hold me, 'cause I like the way you do. Oh, oh. I know my time, I want it.
A silent house tour because everybody is sleeping. This is my room. It's like off the living room and the stairs, living room, my bathroom. There's a closet here. I'll probably do this again when the sun is up because everybody's sleeping, and so I'm just like cruising around. Like I want to show you guys the backyard, but you're not gonna really like get the feel of the backyard unless the sun is up. So I'll try to get like footage of that tomorrow. It just keeps like, it keeps what? It just keeps like working like, I'm saying like, this is a nice little like 500 feet. Okay.
Tell us the answer gonna get on there.
I'll do it.
If you see one ant shot, we'll get out of here. It's a wrap. As soon as you see the ant, we'll get out. But it's a good size, and it's I like it. That's what we do all the time. We get it. See, it's okay. Go sit down. Any other questions? From and be like, oh my god, you're in Savannah. What are you gonna do? What if all the people
Show me the size for scale. What can I put it next to?
a number normal honey?
Why is that so funny? That's so cool. The one she was about to steal. Look at this little picnic blanket.
It's only 3 of us right there, Sean. You got the most space. You got the most space.
I like the aesthetic of this
I
blanket.
can't with the mixy, like, oh, I like it, I secretly like it, I secretly don't.
I definitely don't secretly like any of this. I can tell you that 100%.
Ooh, Jenna, which one's yours?
Mine is a croissant, so that might. You have a croissant?
Flip this right down. Ooh, it's very interesting. Best friend and us bean sprouts on this side. But their smoothies are not good. I was so disappointed. I can only do, like, my masterful plan is to watch like 1 to 2 kids. Even the 4 kids that I watched wasn't crazy. I watched 4 kids 2 days in a row, and that wasn't even that bad. And they were all under 5, under 6, I think. And I was like, this wasn't even that bad. Probably because you cut me out. That's what's making you ugly. Let me show you what you're missing. It's fine. You don't have to get me in if you don't want to.
No, I didn't know if you wanted to be in it. This is going on the vlog.
But you didn't ask Jenna.
This is ugly.
assumed.
I didn't know Jenna was going to be in it, but then by the time I adjusted the camera, I just left it.
Ooh, scooters. Do they have city bikes here? Oh, not over here.
You can buy your own scooter. You know, you can buy your own bird scooter. It's like $400 though.
What would be the point of that? The whole point of bird scooters is that they're...
So you can have your own. I saw a boy riding on one day, and I was like, I didn't think he could buy those.
How did you know he bought it?
Because he took it into his apartment.
He's just a thief. Yeah, he's just stealing a scooter.
They don't work after if you try to steal them.
Or some people,
Like they don't work.
some people hoard the bird scooter so that they can get money when they return them. You never see that? The people was doing
it
that.
was his though.
It was that trend
This
where they
thing
were
keeps falling asleep, but I didn't want to stretch
stand
it
up and
because
stretch. Here, stretch it right there. Right here.
it's like there was an ant on this bag. Should find something positive.
Here you go.
You asked me negative questions, I have to answer with a negative answer.
What's your negative answer? Jenna said this was fun, right? And you said that you have to answer with a negative answer?
Because it wasn't fun.
All right, Sean, just wrap
I
up.
don't want to see this. Just wrap it up. Just wrap it up.
You could have gave a positive answer to that question.
Middle last on the wisdom tooth. Niggas wishing that the pussy was like this and boo. Taste breakfast, lunch, and gin and juice. And that dinner just like this at 2. And when we French, we fresh, give me 2. When I bite that lip, come get me 2. You want lipstick, lip gloss, he's super. We're so young, boy, we ain't got nothing to lose. Baby, hold me, 'cause I like the way it moves.
What if what?
I said, you know how you be filming something but you're not looking at what you're filming? What if you looked back and he was just,
Why are we stopping? Yeah. Because it looked obvious when we were stopping. Somebody hung their purse right here. Prices up.
now since everybody has to be spaced out, they have to have more seating. So, but anyway, but inside, so they were okay, everybody can sit outside, but inside there's still specific.
I absolutely hate paper straws.
Right? Like you just
Paper
don't
straws
sit
like
in that
dissolve
section.
too fast. Like they have
Most of the
plastic
seniors
that you
and
can
their
like
loved
buy
ones
that's like
so you don't know anybody over there.
environmentally safe. I don't know why people don't just invest in those. Like paper straws are useless. This cat is being so weird. And so like when I had to move the car, she like walked over to the grass over here so I wouldn't run her over. She's probably pissed off. She's like, I've been waiting all day for this car to arrive. My sister just got home from school like an hour ago, and so she's probably been waiting all day for the car to arrive because like nobody you see is in the garage or in the driveway right now. So yep, successfully pissed off a cat today. I said I was gonna show you guys the backyard once the sun was up, so it's raining today, but this yard is just big for no reason. I have no idea why. But she's got like a little fire pit. And then that fence leads to the driveway. Yep. And then she put a TV up here that kind of flips down, but she said it's too many bugs out here to sit out here and watch movies. So she's gonna get this whole patio enclosed so that she can sit out here and watch movies. Like it's just like, there's no dents, no like ant hills.
You have a picnic out there?
No.
Actually, I don't know if you want to have a picnic.
I don't want to do that again. That was a one-time thing. You can leave a balance on there.
You don't like outside?
No. Reason to be out there. Yeah, I don't want.
Charlene said ants got all in her shoe.
It did.
But no ants were in my shoe.
You had on flats that were open. I had on Vans.
What about Hasna's shoe?
She had. I think she had ants in her shoe too. She wasn't paying attention to them.
Yeah.
If they're riding
No matter
through.
what, yeah, just the toll bridge, stuff like that.
Okay. I don't know how to switch it to.
I don't know where you're moving, but I don't think Good to Go is
No.
available outside of Washington.
It's definitely not in Georgia. We have HOV lanes in Atlanta, but there's, it's a whole different system. I am so tired. I flew in this morning to Seattle to get my car shipped. I had to meet the shippers this morning, and so I flew into Seattle to meet them to get my medication and to check my mailbox. And then I also went to drop off my laptop at work, and that was pretty awkward. I'll talk to you guys about that later, but I'm back at the airport tonight. I was gonna stay at a hotel, but I decided against it because trying to get back to Savannah is a whole journey. So I decided to just catch the 7 p.m. flight to Utah. So I'm going to Utah now. And then from Utah, we're going to Atlanta, and then from Atlanta to Savannah, which is fine. I just want to go to sleep. So I tried to sleep on a plane earlier today, and it didn't work. It was very uncomfortable. So hopefully this flight's a little bit more comfortable. I can sleep for like 2 hours. It's just been a long day, trying to meet shippers and stuff and doing all that. I've never transported my car. I've never turned my car over to a stranger and just like left. So that was kind of weird. But anyway, I'll check back in later. So this is my first shift tonight, and I don't know how to tell if they know if I'm like that I'm on the clock right now. I was told to text intake and let them know that I'm a new employee. They need to add me to the list. She added me to the schedule tonight, and I'm like really nervous because this is my first time doing this. Like before, I was just doing my assessments face to face with the patient in the actual emergency room. I was driving there, doing their assessment, but now everything's gonna be remote. So I'm gonna be doing their assessments over Zoom, typing everything, sending it off, making a lot of phone calls, basically calling to communicate with the emergency room. And, you know, I don't know. I feel like this is gonna move a little bit faster though, because before
I had to basically sit around in the emergency room and wait until the patient got placed in an actual bed. But now if I have to find a bed someplace else, I don't have to wait around for that. I can just complete my assessment, move on, and basically like send off their information to like the other hospitals. You know, like if I want to find them a bed, I just like send off the information to the other hospitals and then I'm done. I don't have to sit around and wait for a response, wait for an acceptance, denial, all that stuff. So that's going to be better because that's going to make everything kind of move a little bit more rapidly. Because I'm still trying to like kind of get over the fact that this job pays less, but it seems like it's going to be a little bit less work than my last job. So even though my last job paid more, this job's going to be less work. So it'll be probably equivalent to the same amount of pay. It's probably half the work. The assessment is longer though, but it seems like there's a lot more check boxes, so I should be able to breeze through it once I get the hang of it. I had to like create my own signature and I didn't know how to do that because everything is on the computer and I don't have like a sign pad or anything like that. So I had to draw like a signature, and drawing with your mouse is like the hardest thing. I don't know if anybody like has to do that. So right now it is 1 a.m. almost Georgia time and 10 o'clock their time, Washington. So this is going to be a little bit weird because like I'm working 8 to 5 Washington time. So 8 to 5 Washington time is like middle of the night this time, and I got to pick my own schedule. I couldn't really figure out like kind of what hours I wanted to work. So for the rest of August, I'm just gonna do 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. Washington Pacific time. And in September, I will kind of play around with the schedule to see what works best for my hours here so that I'm not like up into the morning completely, because with it being 5 a.m. there, that means I have to stay up here till 8 a.m. So I may have to adjust it a little bit, but I wanted to make sure that I was working overnight Washington time because that's the time when not a lot of people want to work, and that's when there seems to be like one of the most calls because there's not a lot of workers. So I wanted to like, you know, be able to make some money. So working graveyard shift, staying on graveyard shift makes sense. It's just the fact that I'm here doing it versus there is messing a little bit with the hours, because everybody in this house gets up during like normal business hours to go to work, going to school, and I'm like trying to sleep till like 2 p.m. And then I wake up at 2 p.m. and it's like that still might not be enough time, because with it being 8 o'clock there, my shift starts 11 o'clock here. So I kind of need to either stay asleep longer or wake up and then go back to sleep, like take a nap or something at some point, maybe like 5 p.m. or something, take a nap. I'm just bored. Oh, the cat.
I thought maybe Ben might have found something that would help save Zeke.